Squad, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jasmine and welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a DIY for you guys. And today, I'm going to be painting a water bottle. So here's the water bottle I'm going to be painting. And it's not fancy like a hydro flask or anything. It's just a regular thermostat water bottle. And it's like this really dark like navy blue color. It's really close to the color black. And it just has a silver top. So it's also 20 ounces, and I'm going to be painting on this water bottle today. So I'm going to be painting a galaxy on this water bottle, and I am really excited to paint on it. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get started. If you guys want to do this DIY at home, some of the things that you're going to need to do it is paper towels, of course, because we're going to be painting, masking tape, a piece of paper with a hole or circle cut out in the middle, a small paintbrush, a paint palette. You don't have to have a paint palette, you can do it on foil, but you just need something to put the paint out on. I'm just going to be using a paint palette. For the paint, you're going to need gray paint, blue paint. I accidentally got really light blue paint, so I had this dark blue dye at home, so I'm going to try using this dye to dye this paint darker, and hopefully it'll work out. White paint and dark purple paint. You'll also need Mod Podge and some glitter. I just have silver sparkly glitter. You'll also need some like makeup sponges, and this will help like with the gradient or ombre of the galaxy. And then of course you're going to need a water bottle or whatever you're going to be painting the galaxy on. I'm going to be doing a water bottle today. Also, I forgot to mention that you're going to need some rubbing alcohol. So what you're going to need this for, this step is optional. But before you start painting on your water bottle, you're going to take a paper towel, wet it with the alcohol, and then like wipe off your water bottle so it'll be nice and clean before you start painting it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I have everything ready that I need to paint. And before we start, I am going to take some paper towels and prepare my table so I don't mess it up. You can use newspapers or whatever you want. I'm just going to use paper towels. Now we're ready to paint. The first color I'm going to be starting off with is blue. As I told you guys, I have to like prepare this and mix it together. I'm going to add the blue dye first. Oh my gosh, this is so hard, it doesn't want to come out. This is going to take a while. That looks like it'll be enough for now. Now I'm going to add in the blue paint. I don't have anything to mix with, so I'm just going to be using the bottom of my paintbrush to mix it together. I got it all mixed in. I think I need a little bit more. So I'm going to add like a couple more drops in. This should be enough, and hopefully it is. If you guys are doing this at home or just like following me around, following what I'm doing and teaching you guys should like try finding a dark blue paint, and then you would save the struggle of trying to mix it, because this is taking forever and it's really hard to get the dye out of the bottle. So finally, after like forever of mixing, I was able to get the color that I wanted. Here's what it looks like. It's like a dark blue color. And I'm going to start painting my water bottle, but first I'm going to have to take off the cap. And we're going to put that aside. And we're going to take one of our like sponges. We're going to dip it into the paint and then start from the bottom and work up to the top in like a spiral pattern. So let's start that. Also, when you're doing it, like, you want to try fading it out so it looks more like galaxy realistic. Ta-da! So here's what it looks like. Here's like a overview. So, yeah. On to the next step. I let the paint dry, and now it's pretty dry. About like 5 minutes. I don't think it was any more than that. But now I'm going to be starting on the next color, which is going to be my purple color. What I'm going to be doing with the purple is I'm going to start on like the outside of the spiral that I just did with the blue. And it's going to be a little bit smaller than the blue, and I'm going to be going on the outside and leaving a little between the blue and then the purple here. So now I am going to do that. So now let's get started painting. This purple is a lot like thinner than the blue, so maybe it's because I added I added coloring to the blue, which made it more opaque. So I'm going to have to do more than one coat for this purple. And also, when you're doing the purple, it's okay if it kind of overlaps, because if you look at a picture of a galaxy, some of the colors like fade together, so that kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. And that's it. Ta-da! There's the purple layer. Now I have to let this dry for a couple minutes. So I'll see you guys once it's dry. I let the paint dry for about 5 minutes. And now we're going to be moving on to our next color, which is going to be gray. And what we're going to do with the gray is on the other side of the blue, we're going to place it here. Just like what we did with the purple, just smaller. And then in between the purple and the gray, we're going to leave a little black. So I'm going to start on that right now. So again, this gray is really thin, and like when I try blending it into the blue, you can like see the blue through it. So I'm going to have to go over this with a couple coats. So it'll be nice and opaque, just like the blue. Also, when you're doing it, you don't want to put too much paint on at once. Like, do separate coats, so then it'll be faster to dry, and plus it won't be as hard to blend it out either. I finished painting all of the colors on the water bottle, and here's what they all look like together. And I have to let this dry a little bit longer so that every single one of the colors can completely dry before I move on to the next step. So I'll see you guys once it's all dry. The next step is we are going to be making our moon. So we're going to take the paper with the circle in the middle and our masking tape. I'm going to rip some masking tape really quickly first, so then it'll make it like 10 times easier. But you're going to take your masking tape. Let's put it right there for now. I'm going to take 2 pieces. I'm really bad at ripping masking tape. I don't know why. But that'll be good. So we're going to take our paper and our water bottle. You're going to decide where you want to put the moon on your water bottle. And I decide that I want to put it right here. So like if you can tell, it's like not that far from the white, and it's like close to the purple as well. I'm going to place it here. Then I am going to make sure that it's nice and tight on the water bottle, because that'll help a lot when we're painting over it. Then we're going to grab our masking tape and tape the 2 pieces, well, the 2 sides of the paper together so it'll keep it like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our paint, white paint. We're going to squirt it out and then paint over this with all white. So now let's do that. To apply the white, we're going to use a sponge just like what we did before with all the rest of the colors. Then we're just going to dab it all over the circle. It's okay if you get it outside of the circle, because you're not going to see that when you take the paper off. But you still want to be careful. Don't get too much outside of the circle, because the paint might wet the paper and then it might bleed through onto your water bottle. So you want to be very careful about that. So as you guys can tell, I just did one coat and it's like a really bright, like a really light blue. So this is going to take a couple coats to make it bright white. So I'm just going to keep working on this until I get it the white that I want it. Here is the finished product. I finished painting on the moon and I took off the paper. I have to let this dry overnight so that it can like completely dry and all the paints won't get messed up in the next step. So I'm going to finish up this water bottle tomorrow and do the final step. And I'm really excited for that step because that one is going to be the most fun and the easiest one probably. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hola amigos! So I'm back and today is day 2 of this project. Here is my water bottle. It's completely dry. We let it dry overnight and it's been a lot more than overnight. It's been about like 20 hours so far letting this water bottle dry, so it's completely dry. Now it's time for the next step of our project. So the next step of our project is we're going to be combining Mod Podge and glitter glue together, and then we're going to make like a coat that we can put on top of our water bottle so it'll kind of look like there's stars in the galaxy. So before we do that, we have to apply just regular Mod Podge by itself, no glitter, onto the moon because you don't really see stars on the moon, so we don't want to have stars in our water bottle galaxy on the moon. So that's what we're going to be doing. For this, you need Mod Podge, some glitter, I just have silver, like a sponge that you're going to be applying it with, and a palette again, or whatever you want to use. You can use foil as well. Of course, your water bottle, because what else are you going to put it on? So let's start doing our water bottle. First, I'm going to put out some Mod Podge onto my palette, just plain Mod Podge, then we can cover the moon, and then I'm going to add glitter after we cover the moon. I covered up our moon in the Mod Podge. Also, when you're doing this, you don't want to dab or like swipe it too much because then it'll start making the colors bleed together and we don't want that. Now that I covered the moon, I'm going to add some silver glitter to our glue. And this glitter has some stars in it, which I thought would be like perfect for the galaxy theme. So you can add as much or as little glitter as you want. I don't want to add too much. I think I'm going to end up adding just a tiny bit more Mod Podge. Okay, Then we're going to mix that together. Use the back of my paintbrush. You want to make sure that the glitter is nicely combined into the glue. Here it is. You can't really see all the glitter in it since the Mod Podge is so opaque right now, but when it dries you won't see the Mod Podge and it'll be nice and glittery. So then we're just going to add that all the way around our water bottle except for on the moon since we already added clear Mod Podge to that. I finished adding all the Mod Podge to the water bottle. Here's what it looks like. So if you guys want to do this at home, just keep in mind that the colors that you paint on it and then you add the Mod Podge on top of it, the colors become a lot darker than the original painted on color. So just keep that in mind. Another thing is that once you add the Mod Podge to it, the colors started to blend together. Like right here, if you look at the blue and the white, they kind of blended together. I personally think that it's pretty cool actually, because if you guys have ever seen like pictures of the aurora lights or ever seen it in real life, it kind of reminds me of that. And I personally think that those are really pretty. And this kind of reminds me, and it's really pretty. I like this water bottle, how it turned out. Another thing is that after we added the Mod Podge to the blue, right when we added it on, you couldn't notice it. But now that it's been sitting on it, since we've been adding the sparkly one to the water bottle, it kind of turned into a blue moon, which is cool because it's kind of like once in a blue moon or something. I kind of really like this theme of the water bottle. It's super pretty. I know that right now the Mod Podge looks a little crazy, but hopefully when it dries it'll look a lot better. So now all we have to do is wait 24 hours for this to completely dry, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow with the final product. Hey guys, I'm back. Today is day 3 of our water bottle project. The Mod Podge is finally dry, and you can see all of the really pretty sparkles on it. Here's the final product. I really like how this water bottle turned out. I wanted to mention that the paint that we put on it is a lot darker now that it's dry with the Mod Podge. So the Mod Podge did make the colors darker. That's kind of good because I like it like this, because if you look at pictures of galaxies, it's usually really dark. So this has more of the galaxy theme to it since the colors are darker. Yeah, I really like how this water bottle turned out and I'm really proud of it. So if you guys like this water bottle, stay tuned because I will be giving this away in my August monthly giveaway, so stay tuned for that on my channel. This is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I want you guys to comment down below, do you want me to do more DIY videos? Anyways, also don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I love you guys. Bye!